What is up, my butter biscuits? Today's video is my anti-haul, and I do know that I am late once again. However, there is a reason for that, and that is because I feel like this month it's like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden it's just all holiday collections, and I really wanted to try my hardest to like wait until November, December to do my anti-hauls based upon holiday collections then, and I just felt like September was a little bit too soon, and I felt like, I don't know, y'all. I feel like the older I get, the like more soon holiday collections come out. But then I did see a lot of people commenting on like Trend Mood and Reddit saying that they really do enjoy and like and prefer when brands come out with holiday collections sooner, so that way they get to budget and they get to plan and like kind of like make a list of what they want to get for the holidays. Me, I'm the opposite, y'all, but I do have to say I really do procrastinate. I wait until the last minute to buy all my holiday stuff, and I don't like that better though, if I'm being honest with you guys, y'all, because I like to wait during that time to when like Sephora has their 20% off, or like some holiday sets will actually go on sale before Christmas. So I really do like to wait up until like the last minute, because I feel like it works out in my favor, as to where when you buy them sooner, then you're not going to get a discount on them. Do you know what I mean? But everyone has their own prerogative, you know what I mean? I'm just a procrastinator and I'm really cheap, so I try to wait till the last minute till I can get a deal. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, within today's anti-haul, I really did try to like not talk about any holiday collections. I will be doing like a full holiday video, maybe even two in November and December. So I was like, y'all, let's talk about other products, y'all. Also, by the way, too, I do have new makeup videos coming out too. Well, or they're probably already out by now. I did do a review of the REM foundation, and then also I did do a full my thoughts and opinions video about Jeffree Star's Gothic oh my gosh, Gothic Beach collection, which I am going to mention one product within today's video that I just will not buy. So we're going to be talking about that within today's video, y'all. If you guys are interested in an anti-haul, of course, go ahead and show some love by giving a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Make sure you guys click the link down below. Head over to why have I always done that recently? My second travel, as if this is a travel channel. Head over to my second channel, which is my travel channel with my brother. We upload new videos there every single Sunday, so make sure you guys go show some love. Let me shut up. I'm going to like run through this, y'all, because I am so hungry. Like so hungry that I need to eat right now. So I'm going to run through this really, really fast. Give this video a big thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get into it. The very first product I want to go ahead and start this video off with is the Gothic Beach Palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I did do a full video about this, about the whole entire collection. If you guys are interested in that, it'll be linked somewhere here on the channel. Go ahead and check that out. But I do briefly want to mention this because low-key, y'all, I was kind of excited for him to be bringing back his trunk eyeshadow palette. So when he did his little teaser, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna like that, because I really do like his trunk palettes. But this one just isn't it for me, y'all. Like, I just feel like this color story is really dull, lackluster, and honestly, Gothic Beach, like, I'm just not getting beach vibes from this, besides like 3 shades in here, and then I'm also like not getting too much Gothic vibes from it. So overall, I just don't like it. The random pop of green to me is just, I don't like it, like, at all. I feel like, if anything, and I did say in my other video too, I feel like if you were going to do a random like bright color pop right there, it should have been something that like maybe blue, like the sky blue. Do you know what I mean? But this green, I don't like it. Overall, this, if I'm keeping it real with you guys, this is definitely my least favorite Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. I just really don't like it. But if you guys are interested, this does retail for $54 for 18 shades. And yeah, if you guys do get it, let me know how you like it, but I definitely will not be buying this. Next up on the list, we have another, what you would call a Gothic eyeshadow palette. This is the Ghost Face Lives palette, which is by Glamlight. Overall, I do want to say the packaging and aesthetic of this is cool. I just don't like all these gray tones. It's like, y'all, before I did buy the Jeffree Star cremated palette, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's all I really need, because there's like every single shade of like gray and black that I would need in a palette, so I wouldn't need to get this right here. Overall, I do want to say the packaging is cool. Y'all, let's go ahead and talk about the mirror really fast though. This is not on my anti-haul. I just got to give kudos right here. This mirror is so freaking cool. I really love it. It's in the shape of the ghost face mask as well as the ghost face knife. So if you guys like Scream, this is a really, really cool mirror right here. It does retail for $26. If I had the extra money in my budget, that's probably something that I would get, because I really do like that. Overall though, the palette I would not buy. I feel like if you guys are looking for something in the gray tone family, I feel like this will be really cool for you, but overall, it's just not for me. The eyeshadow palette does retail for $32, which is not too bad. You know what's really crazy, y'all, is that I actually don't have any Glamlight palettes. I feel like they come out with some really cool stuff, but nothing has been like, oh my god, I gotta buy it. Do you know what I mean? Same thing with this. Like, I'm not the biggest Scream fan. I do like it, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like a diehard fan that I'm like, oh my god, I gotta collect this. But overall, I feel like it's really cute as far as the packaging and stuff like that. I just don't like the color story, because y'all, I very rarely even wear eyeshadows these days, and if I do, I'm really not going to be wearing all these cool tones and grays. Do you know what I mean? So I definitely would not be buying this. But the mirror though, y'all, if I had the extra money right now, I would definitely be getting that mirror, because the mirror is really cute. Okay, so this video is low-key pretty much like a eyeshadow anti-haul. I do apologize for that. You guys know that I really try my hardest to like do a little bit of everything, like some blushes, some foundations, some concealers, things like that, but I'm like, ooh, there's just just a whole lot of eyeshadow palettes right now that I'm not feeling. These right here are little mini eyeshadow palettes from Kim Chi. I don't know why, but like back in the day, I used to love like a monochromatic eyeshadow palette, but like this is just too monochromatic for me. You know what I mean? And on top of that too, I don't know. Like, say for example, if I'm gonna wear something that has a little pop of red, I'm gonna mix other colors in it. Or if I'm gonna wear a pop of green, I'm gonna mix other colors in it. I'm not gonna do just one full monochromatic look, which is so crazy. I know, because back in the day, that's pretty much all I would do. Like, honestly, if you guys look at my Fat Bitch Friday looks, they're pretty much monochromatic. You know, say for example, if I'm gonna do like a hot Cheeto look, like I'm gonna build reds on top of reds, or if I'm gonna do a Cheetos look, I'm gonna build orange on top of oranges. However, I'm like out of that phase. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like if I'm going to wear an eyeshadow look, it's gonna be like a mix of colors, like with this. Do you know what I mean? It's not gonna be like the same monochromatic look unless I'm like feeling, you know, a certain color that day, but that's very rare. These do retail for $15.99, and I hear a lot of people love Kim Chi. One of these days I am going to try the Puff Puff Pass powder, but I just haven't tried it yet. But I have to be honest with you guys, all of these palettes right here will be on my anti-haul list, literally every single color. If I had to choose one of them, I probably would pick the green one, and maybe, I don't know, maybe the red. I don't know, y'all. Overall, I just kind of don't like them. I just don't like a monochromatic palette anymore. Anyways, here we go again with another palette. I want to say this is the last. No, this is not the last palette. I apologize, guys. I apologize. It was so hard going through Trend Mood, though, and trying to find products that weren't holiday collection. So I'm just like, oh. Oh, actually, this is holiday right here. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mini Sultry and Mini Modern Renaissance palette. As you guys know, before in the past, it's so crazy to me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I never really got the hype about the Modern Renaissance palette. I think the color story is beautiful. Do not get me wrong. However, when it came down to formulation, I really didn't think too highly of it. I thought Anastasia Beverly Hills was really mediocre, if I'm being honest. I really did enjoy the Pro Pigment palettes, which were the Norvina palettes. I absolutely loved those because I did feel like that pigment was way more powerful and way more strong. Do you know what I mean? As to where their eyeshadows, to me, I guess maybe the everyday girl did like them because they were very easy to blend out, not too overly pigmented, so they weren't something that was like scary to use. Do you know what I mean? But being that I had been doing makeup for so long, by the time Anastasia Beverly Hills had came out with eyeshadows, I just was like, I don't get the hype about this. I really don't. Do you know what I mean? At the time when the Modern Renaissance palette was like popping off, I was like, oh, I still like MAC eyeshadows better. But overall, if you guys like the Modern Renaissance, there's a mini right here and a mini sultry palette, but yeah, I don't like the color stories, and if I'm being honest, I just feel like their formula is just, it's mediocre, if I'm keeping it real. I really did like the Norvina palettes though. Like, y'all, I really like the shimmers in there. I really like the vibrant colors, and I really love those palettes, but these I don't really like, so I'm gonna pass on those. Okay, so next up is another eyeshadow, but it's not an eyeshadow palette. These right here are individuals. They're called Dazzle Gel Hyper Metallic Eyeshadows from KVD. I'm going to sound a little bit contradicting about these because these are something that I would 100% buy. I just don't like these colors. If I'm being quite honest with you guys, I've seen a few TikToks about these. I want to say Michaela's was the first one that I saw, and then I saw a couple others, and I was like, these look out of this world outstanding. Like, they look amazing. They look like the next generation of technology into an eyeshadow, and this is something that I would really want to try. However, these shades are pretty. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I'm going to sound contradicting because these shades are pretty, but they're just not something that I'm going to buy an individual of because I'm not going to use them that much. Do you know what I mean? I feel like if these were a little bit more on the neutral side, or maybe something that had like a little bit of a beige to it, but then like a pink sparkle to it, I would try. Or maybe if it was like, say for example, like a golden bronze with like a yellow shimmer, that's something that I would buy. But these shades right here, although I do think they are beautiful, and y'all, this formula like looks amazing. If you guys have not seen videos of this formula, go look at them because they look absolutely amazing. I just don't like the colors, and I feel like, well, no, I do like the colors. It's just not something I'm gonna use all the time. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, oh my god, I sound so contradictive because I'm like, y'all, the formula looks amazing, and I feel like these colors are pretty, but I'm not gonna spend that money on just one color, although there's not even a price listed, but I'm sure it's like $24, $26. Do you know what I mean? For just one. And I just wouldn't buy that because I'm not going to use these colors all the time. But if you guys like these colors, try these out and please let me know how you like them because y'all, if you guys have not seen the videos of them, they look amazing. Next up is a product that is not an eyeshadow, but I do have to say this is something that I was like, oh my god, I'm definitely going to pick up. Y'all know that I'm always raving about Huda Beauty, especially from Namies. I love to purchase my Huda Beauty products from Namies because I do get a 40% off discount. And I was super excited about this Easy Bake and Snatch Huda powder. However, come to find out that, y'all, it is kind of like a shimmery base. I want to say the first ingredient is mica, which kind of adds a little bit of a shimmer to the skin. So it's meant to be a little bit more on the radiant side. As you guys know, I purchased, y'all, I have the glowish bronzer right here. this because I have it on right now. I thought I had the powder right here. I have the glowish powder too, and y'all, it just has way too much shimmer. And as I mentioned before, I did a review of that powder a long time ago when it very first came out. It has a little bit too much shimmer in it, and I understand the purpose of that because, you know, say for example, people don't want to look extra matte. Totally get that. But the problem is when you put that type of shimmer into a setting powder or even to a regular powder, it's going to emphasize texture. And I feel like when I tried out that glowish powder, I was like, okay, I like the coverage of it, and from a distance I really liked it, but then looking up close I'm like, oh, it emphasized all my texture, y'all, like big time. So that's why I was really sad to hear that these Easy Bake and Snatch pressed brightening powders have mica in it and does emphasize texture. I did see Michaela's review of them and I was like, oh no. I even saw in her video that it did emphasize her texture, so I'm like, I'm not gonna try these out. But I was really excited. But y'all, another thing I do want to say is, why are these $38? $38, like that's pretty darn pricey, but I'm gonna be passing on those. Here we have another palette, but it's not an eyeshadow palette. This right here is kind of like a highlighter slash bronzer slash blush palette from Nars. I do want to say, I bet you this is a really, really bomb formula. I think Nars makes some really good high quality products. However, y'all know, one, I'm cheap. Okay, this is $60, which is like no to me. But then on top of that too, like I'm not going to be using all this glitter, whether it be in a blush, whether it be in a highlight. Like I just don't like that. I like a satin, don't get me wrong. Like say for example, you know what like texture I really, really like is the texture of the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish blushes. Those are absolutely beautiful. Y'all, I was looking for my Warm Soul one because I wanted to wear it today. I could not find my Warm Soul. If you guys have Warm Soul blush, oh, I still love it till this day. Ever since it came out at MAC, it's literally been my favorite blush. Absolutely love it. And I love the finish of that because it's not like overly shimmery. It just adds a nice sheen to the skin. These right here I feel like maybe a little bit too glittery for me, especially being that it says all that glitters reflecting Nars. But if you guys do like Nars, you may want to check this out. But y'all, $60, it's pretty pricey, and that is also holiday. I do apologize, but it was really hard to like do this month's anti-haul without talking about anything holiday. Like there's so many holiday collections out right now and I'm like, it's too much. Next up is the new pink is the new black collection from Essence. Okay, at first I don't know y'all if this is like a collaboration with Blackpink. I kind of thought it was at first, but then I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, it doesn't say Blackpink. But these products to me just look really, really cheap. Like they look like something I would see at like, I don't know, the 99-cent store. And then on top of that too, it has this like black blush that like changes pink, and I just get really scared of products like that. Like I know how they work, obviously as soon as they heat up on your skin they'll turn a hue of pink, but I don't know y'all, sometimes I just don't like stuff like that. Please correct me if I'm wrong if this is a black pink collection. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys, when I first was doing this I was like, I'm gonna get canceled because I feel like the K-pop stands out there go hard, and I'm like, ooh, if I put something of Blackpink on my anti-haul list they're gonna come at me. But now I'm looking at this and I'm like, wait, is this a Blackpink collection? Because I'm not seeing it right here. Let me know if it is. Anyways, last up on the list, we do have more eyeshadow palettes. Now, the reason why this is on my list, this is a P. Louise Halloween collection right here. I do want to say these little trunks, y'all, I love this. They do look really good, but please correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't like every eyeshadow palette from P. Louise, like, don't they all look like this? Am I crazy? Like, honestly, maybe I haven't paid attention to enough like P. Louise eyeshadow palettes. I've always said that I do want to try them because I absolutely love their bases, but I feel like every single one that they come out with is these like really long palettes that have a good variety of like really vibrant, crazy, dramatic colors. Maybe that's the reason why I feel like this all looks the same. I get really confused about these because I'm like, I feel like I've seen this color story like so many times from P. Louise. I do have to say, I do feel like it does look like a pretty color story palette, a good color story palette, but it just looks like, I don't know, everything that they've come out with before. If you guys have tried their palettes, please let me know how they are. I do have to say I really do like the black trunk. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would wear this much color these days. I just feel like, I don't know. I like things a little bit more neutral. I do like the warm tone one though. Like those shades of orange, that does look really pretty. But like the greens and the purples, I'm like, I don't know if I would use that. Anyways, y'all, that is it for this month's anti-haul video. Make sure you guys let me know what you plan on not purchasing and why. And I will do a holiday one coming up soon. I'll probably do a couple of those. Make sure you guys look out for my new video where I'm doing a review of the new REM Sweetener Foundation, which I currently have it on right now. And yeah, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.